Hello there and welcome to Autzen Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. And this is something really special and uncommon. A 1 versus 2 this early in the season. Only college football can produce something like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He hands it off from the gun. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Lets it go under heavy pressure. Takes a shot. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kirk.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and, of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. No shot to bring him down. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You first open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Play action here on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not but for a solid gain that time.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They look to throw it here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Back to throw again. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He slings this one deep down the left side. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that 1st down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Bringing it out, it's Hudson. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Heading left after the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass this time. He'll throw it now. Quick completion to the tight end. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that 1st down.
But they don't. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Back to throw. It's Manning. It's complete on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. And now the running back's got it again. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Turner choosing to field this one. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. And the Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. A handoff to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. 3rd down play for this offense. Can he get there on the ground? Powerful running into the secondary. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. And here's the handoff. Oh, what a move. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Pressure is coming. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's going to take off here. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. It gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Touchdown, Oregon. This quarterback on fire today. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. And he gets it out to the 28. Tackle right there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns the last possession. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Runs right over the defender. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Nice 1st down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice 1st down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here comes a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what...
Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Ducks hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Hudson. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Get some blocks. It's a foot race. They finally get him down, but not before a huge return. Almost took it to the house. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. We'll give it to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Texas, 21.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Hand off to the single back. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. We reach the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. The Ducks looking to run some tempo here. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
But the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Big gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31. The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
PAT is good, so it's 35-21. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. Now moving the receiver now before the snap. To throw, it's Reed. The ball is caught. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Timeout, Texas.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He's looking deep here. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28.
That makes the score Oregon 35, Texas 28.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Barnes. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. They've got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Hudson. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, you always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it in double coverage.
Bringing pressure. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And on the carry, he's heading left. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Sticking with the running game. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Ducks come up to the line in the hurry-up. Try and muscle for the first down. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. On the ground, it's Freeman. The Ducks churn out another first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Ducks are in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Now it's a quick shovel pass. Touchdown, Ducks. Strong game by this quarterback.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. Defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what, and he hits it for a nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Gibson.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they finally bring him down. Offense really threatening now.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. As a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Texas. This offense cannot be stopped. And now the try here for the extra point. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Ball handed off. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 42, Texas 34.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. He's going to hand this off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Third down, out of the shotgun. Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offense game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Ducks will try to keep this drive moving.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Checks this down to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
And he heads out of bounds after another big scramble. This defense has had no answer for the quarterback runs today.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Aiming for the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. Bringing it out, it's Hudson. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Using his legs, it's Wilson. Solid run, they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here.
Hey, here's some positive yards. You love to see that. Now you've got a chance here to continue to attack this defense. They're trying not to give up the big plays, but down by a couple scores, you got to get a quick touchdown and hope to be able to get the ball back.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. To the air, it's Reed. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it go quickly. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
They'll work the clock here with their running game. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. First down and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the Ducks move into the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Trying to extend the play. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Offense in hurry-up mode. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Catch made just enough for first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Ducks trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Touchdown, Ducks. And the route is on. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Caught over the middle. It's Butler. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Reed. The pocket breaking down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Now the try for the 2-point conversion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's a sack. The 2-point try fails, and they can't get into that deficit any further. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Powering right past the defender. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Movement here from the tight end. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. It's a toss to the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1 for the play. Brings up.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.